Champions, dear friends, hello everyone. Please let me know how can you hear me, and if everything is good, we gonna start now. I see here the chat. Hello Saget, Matt Hasmik is here, Alberto, hello from Colombia, hola amigo, Rudolf, super. Okay, just put plus, guys, please, if you can hear me well. And if you hear me well, we're gonna start it now. I am waiting for some pluses. Okay, well, then we gonna start it now. First of all, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone who find some time for coming to our webinar. And so you want to improve in chess, and it's really cool. If you have time for coming for this webinar, thank you for that. And I will do my best right now to answer all the questions, even if I need not to sleep at night. So I will at first start with the questions that you have sent me in advance. And then we'll go to the questions. So if you forgot to send some question, it's okay. You can put something there in the chat. So I will answer it. Well, let's go. So the first question is from Tamojit. I have a question on chess psychology. Whenever I play against a higher or lower rated player, I have a fear of losing. I got nervous, feel tense. So my question is how to overcome the fear of losing. Okay, first of all, this is a super question. Whenever I play against higher or lower rated, well, if the problem is same, if higher or lower rated, no difference, we go to the another part, how to overcome of fear of losing. Well, first thing, Tamojit, you should do, and guys, anyway, who has this problem. The first thing that you should do is forget about that you can lose that game, because during the game, if you are starting to think about, wow, I may lose, yeah, then a very bad subconscious feelings are coming to you. This is neuroscience. When you are playing game, you should absolutely not think about losing a game. This will be very negative for you. Don't think about it, just think only about the game. Well, if you want, you can also think, feel some good feelings like, okay, I will win this, or I will win the tournament. Some positive feeling is very good. Negative one, like, oh, what if I lose? Just forget about it. Whenever it's something like that is coming to your mind, like, boom, delete, like, turn off it and say, like, worm inside me, shut up. So I will don't think about such things. Second, fear of losing. Yeah, there is no such a thing as failure. Really, this is if you watch some motivational videos, everywhere you will find it, and it's absolutely true. There is really no such thing as failure, whether you win or whether you lose. If something happened with you and you lost the winning position, it's fine, because you really learned something. What happened? Why you lost it? Opponent defended very well. He did something, or you relaxed. Something went wrong, so this is perfect time for you to find the reason and fix it. Fix the reason, fix what happened. If you lost the game and you close the board, you go and you don't come back and find the reason, well, you lost the game and you learn nothing. But if you take the game, analyze it, and objectively look at yourself, at your game, and try to find the answer. What happened? Why you lost that game? It was chess. It was the reason of chess. It was reason of psychology. Maybe you thought, okay, game is finished, and you relax too much. So when you fix this, you become better. I remember one of the best answer of this question. I'll take Kasparov, Garry Kasparov, world champion, legend. When I asked, what do you do when you lose a game? He gave a perfect answer. His answer is this: I go back home, I check my game, I find where was my mistake, I understand where was my mistake, and then I try to forget the game as fast as possible. This is perfect answer. This is the best answer I have ever heard. Fix, just really understand what was the mistake, so you next time you don't repeat, and then you just forget it. Yeah. So how to overcome the fear of losing? Don't think about it. Don't think that you can lose. Think only about that moment. Yeah. Being there, like being right now moment, feeling that now moment. So right now I'm here. I'm on this webinar and I'm doing my best to provide you best value. If I am not here, like next to me is my wife, she's sitting, so if some technical problem she will solve. If now I think about something else, I will not do my best here. So right now I'm fully focused here on this webinar and on your questions. The same you should do when you are playing a chess. Fully you should be there. Don't think about any other thing, about your lover one, about family, about problems. Yeah, this will distract you. Just be there and forget about negative things. Yeah, I hope I answered the question. I will go on. Peter, how can you help me achieve GM status? This is a funny and interesting question. There is no like magic recipe. I do this and you become grandmaster. Like in our ChessMood group, I spoke about this topic. The thing is, there are few things that you should have. The first one I really believe it's you should have burning desire. If you have like, oh, I want to become grandmaster, this is different. If you have, I need to become grandmaster, I have no any other choice, this is totally different. Being interested and being committed, it's very different things. You can be interested like, okay, if I become grandmaster, will be cool. This is different mindset level. And if in your mindset is, I have to become grandmaster, I have no any other chance, then it's you will do more. You will do much more for becoming grandmaster. We have spoken about this topic a lot in our Facebook ChessMood group. Our guys know who were there. You can find lots of useful articles also in that group about this topic we already have spoken. But overall, this question, how to become grandmaster, yeah, this is repeating, so I will stop on this a bit more. This is one of the topics that I believe that is most underestimated or overestimated. Underestimated, I see so many people think, I will just work 1 year and I will become grandmaster, or I will read this book, I will do this and I will become grandmaster. So it's underestimating. And then it's wow, to become grandmaster, it's impossible, it's so tough, and this so on. Yeah, it's whether underestimated or really overestimated. You cannot do it in 1 year, and it's not like if you work 8 hours a day, a few years, like 10 years, no way you don't become grandmaster. Yeah, there is a good thing I liked. Anything you spent exact amount of time, I forgot the number, you will become master. Whether you do punching, you are boxing, you are swimming. Yeah, so I remember in martial arts there is the rule, you should do 1 million punch. Sorry, 1 million punch. If you do 1 million punch, you are becoming expert of boxing. Yeah, you can think, wow, what is this 1 million? I do 1,000. I know already what to do, how to do. Yeah, no, it's big, but also it's not so easy and not so hard. So how can I help you to achieve GM status? Well, have a burning desire or have a very strong answer why you should become grandmaster. So from interested on becoming grandmaster, you switch to I'm committed to become grandmaster. Then all your energy, everything, all your mindset will go on a totally different way. Next question is Gary Rana, wondering I should consider in my opening. I seem to screw up after initial king pawn opening. King pawn opening, I think it's about e4. My middle game certainly needs work. Any suggestion? King pawn or queen pawn? Okay, two questions here, middle game and king pawn or queen pawn. Well, this is like a very common question. First move to start to learn e4 or d4. Before there was a myth like e4 is for aggressive opponent, if your style is aggressive, and d4 if it's positional. But this myth, because the theory changed a lot. So right now if you are going to play e4, recently I had a very interesting conversation with one of my grandmaster students. He said like e4 it's like for positional chess players. I said what? And really if e4 e5, yeah, what are you going to do? If you are going to play Italian Rui Lopez, well, this you switch to positional chess, yeah. But if e4 and you go to Scotch, if c5 you go open Sicilian, yeah, you are playing aggressive. The same is d4. You can go d4 and then choose aggressive lines or positional lines, yeah. e4 or d4, both are fine. Myself, all my life, I was playing d4. But as a coach, I'm already almost 10 years I'm working as a professional coach. I believe that if I had a son and I want him to become a grandmaster, yeah, I would teach him e4. e4 at first I would teach him to learn to play aggressive chess. This is what I would teach him. And also what happened in our ChessMood, yeah, with our ChessMood courses. What you can see in online, someone is teaching d4 or someone is teaching King's Indian. Mostly what is this he playing? Someone is playing King's Indian, he said King's Indian is the best opening, go there. Someone all his life is playing Grunfeld, they say Grunfeld is the best, yeah. So myself, all my life I was playing d4, but when I was preparing these ChessMood courses, I realized that no, for amateur level, for 1500 or beginner level, e4 is must. You should learn e4, you should learn this aggressive way. Don't play d4, bishop f4, e3 and London system. You put everything there and you have all 100 games, like 50 have the same pawn structure, yeah. This is it's okay if you are amateur and you don't have time for learning openings and you are not ambitious, it's okay. But if you really want to improve your skills, you really want to learn chess, you should play e4 and play different kind of openings. It's like if you want to learn life, yeah. Imagine someone is sitting in Switzerland in the same city and 10 years he spent in Switzerland, and someone who 10 years is traveling the world. Difference will be big, yeah. So the same is here. e4, d4, it's up to you, but just learn from trustworthy places. Don't learn from somewhere where someone just selling you some bullshit with nice marketing words. Unfortunately, this you can find a lot in internet. And with my startup, with ChessMood.com, with our website, my big mission is this: to fight against all that websites, to shoot them down. Anyone who is selling good courses, who is providing value, they are not my competitors, they are my friends. I'm always happy when someone is providing value, but I'm very angry when someone is selling bullshit with nice marketing words. So please just find some trustworthy places to learn. Middle game. About middle game, my middle game certainly needs to work. Any suggestion? Well, about middle game, my biggest recommendation: start analyzing, start learning classical games. Classical games is you can start from Steinitz, Lasker. My suggestion is to start from Capablanca, because from Capablanca it's already world champion started to play really strong and good chess, yeah. So my suggestion is to start learning classical games. There are some good books. If you go to chessmood.com, there you will see a page we recommend, and in that we recommend page you can find a list of books that we are suggesting to learn. Let's go to next question. How to get the vision back? From Api's question. Even so, I studied so much but still become beginner. A beginner who knows a lot about chess and books. Well, I know, Abi, you are very busy. You have really not so much time to spend on chess. So this is your first big problem. You should really find time for chess. And learning something from one video and then turning to another video and then going to another DVD, then this DVD, having all DVDs, having all the books, it doesn't mean you are good. You know chess, yeah. It's when you say I know a lot about chess, but still have 1,600 level. It's something is not working there. Abelardo Gutierrez. I think it should be our guy, yeah. From Colombia. What is the best way to train a 10 years old child with learning problems? What do you mean here with learning progress? Unfortunately, I didn't got this question. What does it mean with learning problems? Uh, ta, ta, ta. I will come back to this question a bit later. I hope soon Abelardo I will answer here. So I will come back to this question. So I go to the next question, Justin Chen. I will come back to previous question. What was your training schedule like on your way to becoming a GM? And if you don't mind taking one more question, what books were really helpful in reaching a GM? Okay, cool. Good question, Justin. What was your training schedule like on your way to becoming a GM? Well, till I think 13 years old, I was very lazy. I didn't really learn. Okay, I had coach. I was going to chess school, but I was very lazy and was not really working seriously on chess. And at 13, somehow my father became very angry on me, and he took me out from the chess school. And 1 year I was going to MMA school. I was like martial arts fighting 1 year. I had very successful there, but then I felt like no, I want chess, and I came back to chess, and only after that I started to work chess seriously. Well, there was periods when I was working like 10, 12 hours. Uh, I could not do it like 1 year every day, yeah, 10, 12 hours. No, like it could be like 2 weeks I was working 12 hours. Then 8 hours, depends, yeah. Uh, but like for becoming a grandmaster, yeah, from international master to grandmaster probably is the question. For international master to grandmaster, somehow I achieved in just 1 year. Nobody believed in this, but that was my goal, and there was reasons. So I had just 1 year. I could not spend more time for becoming a GM, and that time I was working probably around 8 to 10 hours a day, probably around 6 days a week. This was on average. I was very serious. I had very strong answer to question why I need to become grandmaster. About that, I spoke in interview to Jay Garrison, our friend. That interview you can find if you write interview with Avetik Grigoryan. You will find that interview. So there I speak about that. What was my why? So I will not come back now to that topic. So I was learning around 8 till 10 hours, around 10, 8, 10. Some days was 12, like 6 days a week. I had coach Artur Chibuchyan, who also became grandmaster. At that time, he was international master, so it was enormous help from him. And till now, I believe that it's possible to become grandmaster without coaches, but it's very tough. So if you have good coach, not coach, good coach, it's a very big shortcut. If you have good coach, especially if your coach is grandmaster, so he passed it and he know the way. You don't mind taking one more question? What books were really helpful in reaching GM? Well, first of all, I believe like for becoming a national master level, classical books must be read. Capablanca, Botvinnik, Kasparov, Karpov, everyone they should be learned, yeah, because when you are learning lots of different classical games, you are installing in your mind lots of useful files. It's like you are traveling to some city. Let's say you are traveling to Paris. You go to France, Paris, nice city, but you just know there are three streets. You know Champs-Élysées and few more. Yeah, very easy to get lost in the city. In Paris, very easy to get lost. Imagine you know 100, 200 streets. It will be easier, yeah, for you to get back home. Yeah, so it will be easier for you to orient. And when you learn lots of classical games, you will not have problems during the game to sit and what to do now. Automatically it will work like, oh, bring the knight there, bring the rook there. Okay, there is open line. It will be on automatic. It will be on subconscious mind. You will even don't understand what are you thinking, but it will go. Yeah. So installing so many useful files will be very useful. What books was really helpful in reaching GM? For that level, from international master to grandmaster, there is one book I recommend absolutely everyone. It's my most memorable 50 games by Boris Gelfand. Amazing, fantastic book for international master till grandmaster level. I love it. I was also reading our books, and right now there are so many good books. I will not recommend. I will not remind them all of them now. Agard has a fantastic book, of course. Dvoretsky, like one of the best coaches, if not the best coach of the whole chess history. Mark Dvoretsky, he has wonderful books. So go there. Also, Kasparov books. I'm a big fan of it. Of Kasparov books. His last two edition, where he is not my greatest predecessors, but his book of his games. Amazing analysis. He's not going very deep, and he's not going a little bit, and it's not just engine lines. I felt like when I read that books, he was showing the lines which engine cannot even find these lines. It was his analysis when he did it before, then he checked it with engine and then make this book. So fantastic books, go there. Well, guys, sorry, I am not going to chat right now, so I will finish first with your question that you gave me in advance, and then after that I will go there to the chat. A question from Keshav: How to control myself and emotions when I get a winning position and prevent myself from blundering? Okay, similar question we had already. First of all, remember this: the game is not finished until the game is finished. So until the second that your opponent stopped the clock, gave his hand or her hand, the game is not finished. So fight till the end. I see so many times people are getting winning position, relaxing, already thinking, okay, I win today, I have 3 points out of 4, probably tomorrow I will play against John, and then blundering immediately. So stay there, be there. There are lots of good books about staying in that moment, staying in now. There are good books like Power of Now. Stay there, be there. You are playing game, be there. Like you can even like take your head like this, so you close your head and you don't notice anything. One of the things I advise to my students, not I advise, it's for many even forbidden. One of the things is forbidden for them. It's during the game, instead of playing their game, to go and watch someone else's game. This is the thing that if you watch some online tournaments, of offline tournaments, like you watch for with online offline tournaments, if you watch like how they are playing some 2,800 players, you will see that they are during the game walking a lot and watching someone game, and people automatically is copying it. But okay, 2,800 level, maybe they can do that, but we are normal humans, it's tough to do that because we are losing lots of concentration when instead of our game we are spending time for watching someone else's game. There is one thing I believe that every one of you have experienced it already. The day when you spend lots of time in Facebook, when you take the Facebook and you scroll down, yeah, lots of bullshit, lots of trash you are taking to your mind. And what's happening there? Your productivity, your concentration, your mood, everything go down. The same is in chess. If you are playing chess and then you start to walking and watching others games, you start thinking about something else. You lose productiveness. You take lots of trash to your head. So stay focused, and the game is not finished until opponent resigned. Well, question from Ratesh. Could you please provide a comprehensive idea on what to study and a typical plan to reach from novice to 2000, 2200 by working from home? Also suggest the key areas to focus and some books and DVDs. Well, about the books, we spoke already. Just go chessmood.com. I will ask now my wife, just send that link, chessmood.com, we recommend page. Because many people are asking this, just send this page, so you will see this page. There are a list of books that I recommend for different level, for openings, for middlegame. Depends on where you have problems. About DVDs, I don't know many DVDs. Unfortunately, I know that in pirate stores there are so many of them. Very unfortunately, I know people who have millions of DVDs. It's they didn't buy, they just get it somewhere. So I really don't know what are the best DVDs. Once I have seen filler DVDs, which was very good. Others I really don't know. Comprehensive idea on what to study. Again, guys, I see one thing. Many people spend lots of time on solving puzzles in internet. Well, solving puzzles is very good. You learn tactic, yeah, but what about strategy? Well, at first is coming strategy. If you just start your game, yeah, you don't know any opening, yeah, and you don't know anything, and you just learn puzzle, yeah, you will fail to play chess, because first is coming strategy. First is coming strategy, opening strategy. Fight for the squares, fight for the center, bring your pieces to the game. Imagine you just know tactic and you solve lots of puzzles, but you don't know this everything. You will have lots of problems in chess. So spend some time for strategy, not just puzzles. For strategy, the best really it's classical games. Just watch, start with Casablanca's Botvinnik games, how they are playing. And one tip, learn from the books where the author is commenting his games. Because if, let's say I am writing a book about my games, yeah, if some other grandmaster comment my games, other grandmasters don't know what happened really during the game, what was my thoughts. But if I am commenting my games, it's a big advantage. So if you find some books, like for example Kasparov is commenting his games, yeah, fantastic book. Gelfand commenting his games, fantastic book, yeah. Try to find something that comments are good. The best, of course, if the commentator and the author is the same person. If not, just be sure that commentator is good, so you really get what's happening during the game. Again, you can just go to that page and find some good books. Also, spend some time for getting 2000 level. Spend some time for learning openings. Don't go very deep for 2000 level, but really you should have good openings, like fundamental, aggressive, and good openings. Yeah. For that, I found that it's in internet it's very tough to find such courses, and that was the reason that we started with our courses. So if you go to chessmood.com courses, you will find that the courses that step by step everything is going. You can start there, you can start somewhere else too, but just go to somewhere trustworthy places. I will again ask my wife to send you that page if you haven't watched it here. There, so step by step we are going there everywhere, especially for becoming 2000 till 2500, 2600 level. It's covered. I go to another question. Ganesh, dear Sir, thank you for this way. Dear Sir, I'm a 1500 rated player approximately. I want to improve my positional chess knowledge. How I prepare? Please give your valuable review. Again, Ganesh, just go to classical games and choose from the world champions that were playing positional chess. Go for Capablanca, go for Botvinnik. Just go to our page, chessmood.com, and we recommend page, and you will find a list of book for improving your positional chess. Right now I remember Capablanca's that is Chernev is written. You will improve not just endgame but also like understanding strategy, what's going on. Karpov books are fantastic. How Karpov was playing, he was one of my favorite chess players, super in strategical positional chess. Jairus, I'm now currently rated 1900 in Lichess. What should I do to reach 2500? Well, almost the same. Big advice. Try to learn from trustworthy sources. If you have enough budget, you can have a coach. Yeah, go for that, because good coach, it will be the big shortcut for you. Myself, when I become the grandmaster, yeah, I am not sure when I would become grandmaster if I didn't have my coach Artur Chibuchyan. Also, from 2500 till 2600 level, I'm not sure I would ever be there if I had not coached Akopian Vladimir, super coach who helped me a lot for getting 2500, 2600 level. Yeah, so if you can afford coach, go for that. It's a big shortcut. And if no, just learn. There are so many sources to learn. Yeah, I wish when I was playing professional chess or learning there was so much. Yeah, my times there was not so much. Right now there are so many. Just learn from trustworthy sources. Question from Andrew. Hi Avetik. Herbert Simon wrote that a wealth of information leads to a poverty of attention. Wow, wow, very deep, very deep. A wealth of information leads to a poverty of attention. Herbert Simon. Well, I will check it out. Who was this? Very deep. Well, I continue the question. Given the vast and increasing amount of information online and in other media, what is the most practical way to approach all this data? Sorry, I know this is not a simple question, but I would be interested to know what you think. Wow, this is like the question of the day or question of the year I got. So I'm trying to answer all the questions in our ChessMood forum, in our Facebook page. Some people are sending me personal messages, questions. Yeah, I'm answering lots of questions. This was absolutely the question of the year. Well, I will try. This is very uh, too philosophical question. I'm not good in philosophy. I read a lot of books, but well, I will try to answer. Wealth of information leads to a poverty of attention. Absolutely true. But I would say a wealth of information. If this information is right information, if this information is good information, if this information is not trash, well, at first when you take all that information, it will be mess in your head. But then when you put everything in their shells, it will be everything okay. Like imagine you are a librarian and somebody brought you 1000 books. Wow, your library has more 1000 books, yeah, but the first day in your library it's absolutely mess. You don't know where to put which book. But then after some time everything you put in their shelves, and then your library has more books. The same is happening with us. If you are taking lots of information at first moment, it may be mess. That is the, by the way, the reason when someone is learning chess lots of time, like spending uh, eight hours a day, and a few months he's working like this, but then he goes to tournament, he played bad. What's happening? He took lots of information. That information is are not in the shells, uh, but it's okay. After some time, when everything is in their shells, everything will be fine. Here the key, a wealth of information leads to a poverty of attention. The key, I believe, it's a wealth of right information. If you take right information, it will be just useful. But if you learn from different kind of sources, you don't know what is good, what is bad. Yeah, it will be mess in your head. It will be good information, it will be bad information, and then your mind, your subconscious mind will not understand what is good, what is bad. Yeah, but if this information is right, at first it will be mess, and then everything will be fine. So no worry about it. I wish all the information I'm getting, I'm learning, whatever I'm learning, it was right information. So if you find a way, if you find a place, if you find a coach who is just giving you a wealth of information, lots of good information, no worry about it. Just take all of them. After some time, everything will be in his places. Well, super question. I tried to mix philosophy with chess, and I hope I answer your question, Andrew. Thank you very much for such a super question. We'll go ahead. Reudanula, what is the most important thing for me? 1800 feed rating, opening preparation, or tactics training, or endgame study? Well, 1800 feed rating, don't go very deep in the opening. It will be waste of time if you go till the 30 moves and till the end games. Yeah, this analysis can do grandmaster, but for your level, no need. Just learn fundamental and strong opening. Don't go something that it's if opponent don't know that trap, you win. Now don't go somewhere like this. Learn fundamental openings. Preparation or tactics. Tactics is fine. Yeah, you can do sometimes puzzles. About how much time to spend for puzzles? There are one of the question about this, so I will answer that. how much time to spend for puzzles. We'll come back to that question. And tactics training, it's good. Endgame study, like if you know the basics for 1800 level, basics is fine. If you know the field or position of rook endgame, you know a position in pawn endgame and such things is fine. About endgame study, many people are mixing it. Theoretical endgames and practical endgames, it's very different. Because if you play like 100 games, 1000 games, you will have just few theoretical endgames. If you know basics of theoretical endgames, for that level this is fine. What you really should learn, practical endgame. And for practical endgame, go take Capablanca's games, Ulf Anderson games, and that will be perfect. That will be perfect for you. Cordy is asking a question. Which are the best books you have read? Okay, best chess books. Sorry, best chess books. Well, I was big fan of Karpov games, Capablanca's games. I read these books. Favorite books, as I told already, was Gelfand books, 50 memorable games, and Kasparov, 2 chapters, super books. There are so many books. Well, till I become international master, unfortunately, I had not coaches, so almost everything, I was learning alone. Well, I had coaches, but I was not spending 6 days a week with them, so I had to read lots of chess books, and my times there was not lots of online courses, so I had to learn with books. I read so many, it's tough for me to remind them, as it first came to my mind. That's what Dvorsky books, of course, fantastic. The Mark Dvorsky's book. Question from Edwin Borden. At your level of understanding chess, how do you learn from chess programs? Or how do you use programs to improve your chess? Well, very cool question. It's very skill, and it's very important skill to work with engines right. Many chess players, especially below 2000 level, they are using chess programs wrong way, and then they distracting their chess. The right way of using chess engines depends on your level. It will be different. For example, anyone who is below 2000 level, I just offered you them to do one thing. Just check your games with engines and find the blunders. Just that. Because working with engines can be very dangerous. Very often he will tell you a move, this is the right move. You'll say, okay, this is the right move, but you don't understand why. And when you don't understand the why, you can copy it to somewhere a wrong place. So, for example, at some point, opponent take bishop f3, you can take bishop, and you can take with g2 pawn f3 and crush your pawn structure. At some point, the engine will say take with pawn, but there is lots of reason behind of that why he say take with pawn, and engine doesn't speak with you. He will not say, I take this because of that. And if you just blindly copy that in your game without understanding what was it, you will have problems. So working with engines should be very carefully, and this is skill. For Grandmaster level, there is a big difference between Grandmasters who are working with engines right and who are working with engines wrong. One of the things that it's wrong when you are taking engine to, it's like engine is taking your hand and taking you somewhere. Yes, this is wrong way. You should take engine from hand and take somewhere. It should just help you. Don't tell you where to go. Because if you blindly follow what he's saying, then you are starting to stop to think yourself and stop understanding what's happening. Okay, I go ahead. Adarsh, as chess players, okay, 4 questions. First question: as chess players, we usually are found sitting on a desk or in front of laptop. How do you usually maintain your physique? Physical preparation is very important, guys. What I recommend to do sometimes do some sport, do some physical preparation. Myself, I am going to a swimming pool. If you like gym, go gym, do something. Yeah, myself, when I'm sitting a lot, I have problems with back, so I'm going to swim. And also I found that water is taking lots of the tiredness, lots of nervous things, lots of negative things is taking for me. Find something that works for you, but do something. Yeah, physical preparation is important. Second question, during tournaments, how to maintain your mood? Well, stop thinking about anything negative. If you can, stop talking with negative people who are taking your energy, and to do vice versa. Spend time with whom you feel good, who make your mood. Watch positive movies. Hear positive songs. Yeah, this is the way how to keep the good mood during the tournament. Third question, how do you prepare in double rounds? What usually the strategy in double rounds? Well, when I was playing professional chess, how I was preparing for double rounds. First round I was preparing, second round usually there are just 1 hour between and you have no time for preparing, yeah? I was just checking what is playing my opponent, just it. Because you have no time to sit and few hours repeat the lines, no time. I was just checking what was playing my opponent and was going to game because I believe that that energy that you need to spend during the game is more important that you can prepare. There was one time in my life I did a big mistake. What happened? I had double round. My opponent was playing semi-Slav as some line, and I believed I can repeat all the lines because I had some preparation and I get big advantage. So I spent first round 4 hours, came back home instead of taking rest. I prepared few hours. I went to the game, and the opponent, instead of semi-Slav, he played Queen's Gambit. I was so tired and I lost it very easily. So it was a big lesson to me. I never repeat that mistake sign that. So strategy for double rounds, just repeat. Sorry, don't repeat. Just check your opponent games. Check what is he playing. Decide what are you playing. Just go. If there is one important line, check it. But if more, skip it and go fresh to the game. So fresh is much more important than good preparation during double rounds. Are there any ChessMood middle game courses planned? Yes, of course, many things are coming. My coaches are working, and right now there is already a Secrets of Middle Game course, commented games. It's already around 20 hours. Lots of classical games are there. You will improve your chess middle games a lot with that course, yeah? So when you go to chessmood.courses, unfortunately something is wrong there. Some people are missing that course. There is step-by-step courses for white, step-by-step courses for black, and Secrets of Middle Game. And then you will find that Secrets of Middle Game course, it will help you a lot with the middle game. A question from Frank. What is the best approach for black versus the recommendation of Alpha 0 Queen D3 versus the Wiener French? Well, really, Frank, sorry, I don't know. I haven't watched the news. I don't know yet Queen D3 in Wiener. Sorry, I cannot answer this question. Please, if it's really important for you, you are Wiener player, it's important for you to know what to do against Queen D3. Please post this question in our chessmood.com forum. I will answer to this question. Question from Steven. Any tips for calculating knight moves in endgames? When I played the computer, it always finds a way to maneuver me into a fork if it has a knight. Well, strange question, Steven. I believe you are not professional yet. This is what I guess. Just spend some time with that and see how he is tricking. One technique I can offer you to do. Any of my students who are blundering a lot knight moves, what I am doing, I am just putting the first initial position, 8 pawns, but instead of rook, knight, bishop, queen, yeah, you have 7 knights. King 7 knights against king 7 knights. This technique, when you play blitz game, king 7 knights, it's help a lot with seeing knight moves easier, because knight is really the trickiest piece in chess, and this way you can stop blundering knight moves. I go ahead. Question from Drit. I lost so much chess, but sorry guys, one question. Something happened here. It's connecting. This one. Okay, I love so much chess, but do you think I'm late? I started playing at 14 years. Well, 14, when you start at 14 years, it's tough to become a grandmaster at 18 years, and it's tough to handle that competition. So you can see that almost all the best chess players, like grandmasters, world champions, okay, nowadays world champions, they started to play chess around 6, 7, yeah. But yeah, 14 is fine. Like I know many international masters who started at 14 years, so it's fine. It's not like you started at 14 is tough, but if you start anything when you are a kid, it's much better. So imagine right now I go and start to go to play professional basketball. It will be tough for me. Not impossible, but gonna be tough. But overall, yeah, I lost so much. If you have time to spend time on chess, you will learn it. If you have no time for learning chess, you are engineer or you have your profession and you have just 1 hour to spend in chess. Yeah, um, you will not have enough time for becoming a good sir. Okay, question from Nisark. What is the best way to study chess openings? And how can I become a grandmaster? What is the best way to study openings? I believe it's the best way right now. Yeah, if you have a coach. If you don't have a coach, you cannot afford it. Go to find some trustworthy courses. It's fine if you are not E4 player, so you don't want our ChessMood courses. You can go and learn somewhere D4, absolutely fine. Just find somewhere trustworthy place to learn openings, and also try to find somewhere where you can find everything step by step. So you don't enter some websites. There are lots of different openings, and you don't know against like Nims Indians. There are 7 lines, 7 courses. You don't know which one to go. Yeah, it's if you find somewhere where it's step by step, as in our website, fine, go there. If you don't like to play E4 and you don't like chessboard courses, and how can I become a grandmaster? Okay, this question I answered already. I'm in 15 rated and now and aged 30 plus. What is the probability that I become an IM or GM? Okay, there is one guy in our ChessMood ProMembers team. He's a friend of ChessMood, Jay Garrison. He's a mature. I don't know his exact age, but he's plus 40, 35 plus. So he believed he believes that he will become grandmaster, and he's really seriously working on that. And I believe him too. I believe him too because he's very serious. He's spending so much time for learning that stuff. And if he don't lose his motivation, he will do. I don't know if in the history is someone who from mature become grandmaster. I don't know, but as far as I know, I think no one have managed it. So our Jay Garrison is fighting for that. I really hope he will do it. Question from Koravi: what are the books recommended for training 1100 till 1300 rated players? Just go to our ChessMood we recommend page. In that we recommend page, you will find a list of the books to read. Again, just start with classical games, Capablanca, Botvinnik, that are the best. Question from Tina: which endgame books do you recommend? Can I watch the webinar later? Yeah, you can watch the webinar later. This is we decided to make White Friday, so today everything is free. I also streamed; it was open. You can also find the stream, which I did a few hours ago. Which endgame books do you recommend? Same thing. Just go to we recommend page. Everything's there in the list. Also in the webinar link, you can find the link. My wife just put it there. A question from Matt: when you will be playing in other tournaments that we can follow? Thank you, Matt. Thank you very much for supporting me. And if you give this question, I believe it was fun to follow when I was playing. I'm really not sure. I didn't play just 3 years when I decided to play in St. Louis, and right now I have no time. Really not time for playing chess again because I'm so busy with my students and with our ChessMood. So I creating all that courses to spend so much time for material. All this stuff is taking so much time from me. So I'm not sure. But if I play somewhere, I promise you will know about it. Thank you very much. Question from Jairus: how to do the home preparation? Well, best it will be if you find someone who can give you some recommendation. If you have a coach, if you can afford a good coach, you have some friend who is a professional or even semi-professional, and he can advise you what to do. It will be very good, because this question, how to do home preparation, it's very depends on your level. So if this is important question, just go to our ChessMood forum, put this question and write your level, and I will answer to this question privately to you. A question from Nicole: how do you think you can grow a strong ethic for working on chess? How do you force yourself to keep studying when you are tired? Well, one thing, this one I recommend everyone. If you are tired, don't play chess. Absolutely don't play chess, because you will lose your motivation, you will stop loving the game, you will lose your confidence, and everything will go down. So when you are tired, first of all, don't play chess. Also, when you are tired, don't stop, close chess and go away. Another question it will be, how you keep yourself studying when you are not motivated, you are not in a mood. This will be another question. So for this, I would advise, if you are losing your motivation but you understand that you need to learn chess, to have very strong answer to question why you need to learn chess. Like, what is your goal? Your goal is to become international master, grandmaster, to have just 2000 level. Why you want 2000 level, international master or grandmaster? And you really know why you want it. You have burning desire, it's motivation. We will not have much problems with motivation, but still, when you have, of course it's happened with everyone, you have some not a good mood, but you still need to do that. Before starting to work on chess, do something that motivates you. You can find the good books, some motivating book, not chess books, motivating book. If you want, I can later send you a list, and anyone, you guys who is watching now the webinar, if you are interested in list, just go to the chessmood.com forum and open questions there about this topic. I will send you a list of the books that I recommend to read. So you can do some reading some book which will motivate you. You can watch some motivational video, or you can just close your eyes, sit like this, and remember what you want to achieve and why you want to achieve. And if what and why is very strong, and you have strong answer to why you want to achieve that, everything will become easier. Question from William: how do I work on accurate calculating? More specifically, calculating wider without adjusting too much to evaluate. Well, this is very tough, and because it's very tough to learn from the books or from the courses. This is the topic I work a lot with my students. How to calculate wider without adjusting too much to evaluate. There are lots of complicated advanced techniques of calculation, which is very tough to give to students through courses. So here on this part, I recommend to take coach, to hire a coach, because something like just take candidate moves, if there is some line, just go start with first moves, like when it's check first moves. There are some tips, but there are so many different kind of positions in chess that tips are not working. So this is the complicated topic. I advise you to hire a professional coach. How do you practice converting positions? Are there specific exercises? Well, when I was kid, how I was practicing on converting winning positions. I had a friend with whom we were working on chess together. So what we were doing, we are putting the initial position, let's say is endgame. I was taking opponent's pawn from the game, so I'm pawn up endgame. So I need to try to convert my advantage, and he should defend that position. That's this technique helping a lot, both of you, because from one part you start becoming better in converting advantage, and your opponent is becoming better in defending such position. So this is a technique I advise to do. If you have some friend with you work chess together, play the initial position, take pawn, take knight, take something. If you have problem with material advantage, take opponent knight and try to win it 100 from 100. If you have problem with just pawn endgame, pawn up position, just take pawn. If you are not good in positional converting advantage, put some position that is very positionally big advantage, and plays that position. So practice will help a lot. But again, if there is someone who can watch your games and give you advices, what are you doing wrong, everything will be faster. So again, coach will help a lot. Another question, I am interested in playing the Benoni against the f3 anti-greenfield lines, but I don't know what the ideas to understand the lines are. Any specific games that you think would apply to these positions? So the Grishuk games from candidates like against Aronian, but just felt way too crazy. Well, William, this is very advanced question. I will advance this. I will answer this, giving you some lines and also giving you some model games. Please post this question in the forum, so I will answer this one. Question from Mark: how do you stay so positive? Does anything get you down? Well, how I stay positive? Well, I'm very lucky in life. Very lucky, really. Whatever I'm doing at the end, I'm being lucky. I'm very lucky to have a magic girl at home with whom I live, my wife. So when you have such a girl, it's very tough to not stay positive. But if something is getting me down, I just remember good things that I have in my life. My parents, my friends, my wife, work that I love to do. Yeah, just remembering what I have, it's helping a lot. Second question: is blindfold good for chess? If one is 1400 on chess.com yet can play blindfolded, is it a good predictor or future improvement? Well, here first for this level, yeah, blindfold is good, yeah, but best here is start to learn strategy. It's start to learn chess strategy, to understand how you are playing chess, how you are bringing pieces to the game. When an opponent has weakness, how you are attacking that weaknesses. That's the most important thing. If you have problem really with calculation, blindfold is okay. Yeah, blindfold is okay, but don't spend too much time. Many people are spending all their day or puzzles or blindfold some studies. That's the wrong way. Yeah, there should be some good balance there. Another question: how to improve concentration and not hang pieces if one is inactive tactical player? How to improve positional play? Okay, how to improve concentration? Yeah, when you are playing chess, if you are playing online chess, yeah, turn off everything. Turn off Facebook, turn off music, close the door so no one can enter to the room. Even there is a mod in chess.com, it's called concentration mode. When you closed all other ads and everything, you just see the board. Yeah, go there. Don't play when you are tired. Also for concentration, yeah. If you are playing some serious session or you are playing tournament, one of the things I advise to my students before your session, before even just sitting and playing online chess, sit, concentrate. Just close your eyes like this and a few minutes concentrate and then start playing chess. It will help a lot. Also meditation, of course, is a very good way. How to improve positional chess? Just take positional books, it will help a lot. Also, Mark, you are a pro member, just go to our classical commentated game course and start learning. There are around 80 commentated games, around 20 hours of courses. Just go there, yeah, you have such a thing on your hand. Just use it. For another question, will you do an endgame courses? Yeah, of course, we are going to upload them soon. We are working on them. Why do you who do you think is best player ever and why? Well, of course, everybody now agrees that best player in the history it's Carlsen. He's playing fantastic, amazing chess. Myself, when I was young, I was learning chess. My favorite player was Karpov. I loved his game. And later, after Karpov, when I started to study Kasparov games, I felt like, wow, this Kasparov was god of chess. So Kasparov, Carlsen, they are fantastic. Question from Sarven. Okay, if you work with adult student for 1 year, 1800 to 2000 level, how do you prepare your program? Well, it depends how much I work with him. Depends if I work with him 3 days a week, 6 days a week, 6 hours a day. It's very depends. So there should be again balance between opening, middle game, end game all together. Would put lots of effort on his chess understanding. Second, if a person starts chess at 17 or 18, how far can he progress in chess? Do you see a limit? Well, I don't see a limit. I don't know it, I'm not sure even if right now I go and learn some to play professional soccer, can I become professional player or not? But as history shows, as experience shows, anything that people want to become expert, he should start when he was very young, especially in sport. Uh, Another question: what is an ideal program for a mature player? How many tournaments in a year? How much time for working in a day? Well, if you are a mature, this is already this word speaks a lot for himself. It's mean you have not full like 24 hours like dedicated time for chess. It's very depends on your time. If you are you have some job, you are working there, and you have not time for chess, it's tough to advise you or something. How many tournaments in a year? Uh, this everything depends on your time and how much your desire is to improve in chess. Another question: if I describe myself as a positional player, what is the right way to study? Try to make my positional skills perfect or improve my tactical skills. Well, Sarvan, you are a pro member and I know your game. I would advise you to improve your tactical skills. So I would advise to take Alyoshin books, Kasparov books, some attacking books and improve that skills, but don't forget also about positional skills. What is the importance of physical activities, physical sports and nutrition? Well, physical activities is very important. If you check all the top athletes of the top chess players in the world, so everybody is doing some physical activities. This is a must. Also, it's very important to improve your stamina. Like if you do chess lessons, not 2 hour break, 2 hour break, 2 hour break, just sit and do 6 hours sessions. After some months, you will see that when you sit and play chess, you are not tiring as fast as before. How can a child player can study chess alone? Very tough. I believe Chess Kid. Chess Kid is a very good platform. I love it for kids. Chess Kid is fantastic. So someone is when is telling me, man, why you are not writing courses or something for kids? I say, why to do? There is a Chess Kid, such a nice platform. Just go there. Which books are you most impressed? Well, I answered this question already to another one. If you learned sad news before the game, do you have a way to concentrate on your game? This is tough to do. It depends on how how sad was it. The best way again, try to remember good things. Good things what you have, for example. This will help a lot. What are the most important characteristics of a good coach? Good coach should be one who believes in his student. Myself, if I don't believe to someone goals, I don't start working with him. If I don't believe in students, I don't start work with him. If I start with someone and then I lose my belief in him, I stop. So he should really believe. He should really work hard. Work hard. Take books, take materials. There are so much material, and to find the best material so he can give to his student. Yeah, and dedication. Lots of dedication should be there. Do you believe that a person's relationship with an art can contribute to the level of chess? You will play a bit different chess. You will play more fantasy chess. Imaginations, your will be good. Yeah, I cannot say it will be better or what, but probably your style of chess will be different. What is the role of the parents in the development of the child? Well, the parents are very important. Like for really, I believe in this. Like it's really for success of the child. In chess, there are three components. The child should be talented, he should have a good coach, and parents should be very competitive. Sorry, not competitive. Adequate, adequate. Because many parents, they are believing, oh, their son is the best in the world, and after 1 year he will become world champion. Uh, they are they are believing some wrong things and then taking to wrong coaches and everything going wrong. Yeah, but if a parent is the right parent, coach is the right coach, and the kid is talented, yes, then success will be. One of my grandmaster friends says that a player must be green to become a champion of world champion. Do you agree with him? Not really. Not everybody can become a world champion, and become a world champion, guys. It's not joke. It's like it's horrible. It's horrible work. It's like you sit and work and work and work. So many pressure on you. You still work and work and work. Yeah, it's not easy task. It's like I say, any businessman should dream to become a billionaire. Yeah, no. Some people don't think about billions. They say, okay, I have million, it's enough, or I have this business, it's enough. No, I absolutely not agree with this. Question from Jay. Jay, by the way, Jay Garrison, guys, who believe that he will become grandmaster, and I also believe him. How about a live chess camp for ChessMood ProMembers? Wow, Jay, this is a good question. This is will be fantastic. I'm really here ready for that, and if I find someone who can help me with organizing, we can very easily to organize it. If for the pro members it will be tough to come to Armenia, we will organize it in the USA. So that's also I keep in my mind. If you know someone, just go ahead and just send me a message if you know someone who can help me to organize that live chess camp. Question from Magnum. Whenever I play against higher or lower rated player, I have a fear of losing. I got nervous. Okay, this question I have answered. How to gain positional understanding? Man, Jairus, again, go to chess books, chess positional books. It will help a lot. Jairus, I don't remember you are a pro member or not, but if you are a pro member, today, tomorrow, start, go there, commented classical games and start learning that course. It's more than around 20-hour course. Go and start with that. Question from Georgos. What should I do when I am down on time? Well, here, if you go to ChessMood, you will find the webinar time management, Georgos. So go there, time management, a webinar. It will help you a lot. Mikhail Salnikov. Okay, Mikhail Salnikov is our pro member. Here I found some very chess-related questions about our courses. There are some concrete lines. Mikhail, I will answer your question in the forum again. Also, the questions were in Russian. If you in future can make the question in English, I would appreciate it a lot. Question from White Devil. Can I play a game with you? Right now, sorry, I can not. Well, sometimes we had stream when during the stream we play with our pro members. So if you are pro members, yes, of course you can. Question from Vegan: does it matter? Does it matter to play chess openings correctly? Yes, of course. Of course, it matter, because if you are playing opening not correctly, everything you put in wrong places, then everything goes wrong. So playing chess openings correctly, it's very important, of course. When your rating is 2000, how many hours do you need to study? It depends on your goal. If your rating is 2000 and you have burning desire to become 2400 in 1 year, you should study 10 hours. If your rating is 2000 but you want to just get 2100 in 10 years, just 5 minutes a day maybe will be enough. Very depends on your goal and your desire. Question from Nathaniel. What are your thoughts on the King's Indian defense for black? Very good defense. It's fine. It was Kasparov favorite defense. It cannot be bad. Yeah, it's fine. Question from Chandra Shakar. How many hours should we solve puzzles in order to be good at tactics? Well, this is very important. Many people have like 6 hours to spend time in chess. What they are doing, they are spending 5 hours in solving puzzles. This is wrong. Should learn all the aspects of the chess all together. It depends. If you are a positional chess player and you are really blundering a lot and you are playing chess, but whatever you do is blunder, yeah, it's good time to spend some time for tactics. There should be a good proportion. If you have 6 hours, maybe you spend 1 hour on puzzle. But if you have just 2 hours, you spend 1 hour on puzzles, this will be bad. It's very depends on how much overall time you have, so you make the right proportions. Okay, I think I answer all the questions here that was sent me in advance. Okay, there is one more question. Let me see. Question from Emin Ohanyan. Considering that the player doesn't know well what to play against d4, What will you suggest him to her to learn in a very short period of time? Against d4, like the easiest, the really easiest thing to learn against d4 is Banco Gambit. You just give that pawn b5, very clear plan, everything very easy. So Banco is really easiest thing to learn against a d4. Also King's Indian will be possible, but something sharp. The sharpest ones, of course, are Semislav, Grunfeld, and Nimzo Indian. Yeah, avoid them. Also, if you're a positional player, yeah, d4 you can learn some Dutch, some kind of stonewall system. Yeah, will be also easy to learn if you are short in time. The question from Koravi: what training plan do you recommend for 1400 rated players? Again, this question I already answered. Depends on your time, depends on your goal. So, and don't do just puzzles or just strategy. Yeah, there should be all together. Okay, guys. Now I'm going to the chat. I will go to the chat and answer if there is any other questions there in the chat. Give me just one question. Not one question. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here I see the question from Twitch. I have been rotating openings for the past few months. How can I decide on a specific repertoire? How did you decide on your repertoire? Okay, good question. Myself, when I was playing professional chess, I was playing lots of stuff, playing d4, c4, d4 all the lines against e4. I was playing lots of stuff, yeah. Right now, if you really want to learn something and you can afford, I build in ChessMood courses. This is the courses that I believe are the best. I was not e4 player, so in 1 year I just sit and with the help of my grandmasters friends, I learned all the e4 because I believe that this is the right way, so I provide it to you. Because this is the way I do everything. I should believe on what I am doing. And the courses I made are step by step, and this is, I believe, are super below before you get 2600 level. Yeah, so I really recommend them. One of the reasons I worked so much on these courses, I had one principle. Whenever the quality of the courses should be like this, I told to myself, if I had a son, I want him to become a strong chess player. If these courses I saw and they was 10 times expensive than this, would I take it for my son? If the answer is yes, then this is the good quality. This is how is the QA works in ChessMood. So I absolutely recommend them. Just go and the price $29 per month. This is just a ridiculous price. Many people, many business advisors tell me that don't do that. 29 is cheap. But okay, I keep it. I keep it 29. So it's you skip just one pizza in a month, and you can, if you really have burning desire to improve your chess, it's affordable. Do you like having a chess mentor? Copy a famous player in history, play through many of their games, play their style and openings. Well, copying is not a very good thing, but modeling is good. So Japanese are the expert of this, yeah. They invent, of course, many stuff, but most of the things they just take, they copy, and they make it better. So copying is not good. Modeling is good. If you can take and model it, it's a good way. So for example, right now I want to achieve this. It will be so easier for me if I ask a question someone who already achieved it. It will be so much shortcut for me. If I'm not a grandmaster and I ask a grandmaster how to get grandmaster level, it will be so much shortcut for me. If I am 2600 grandmaster and I want to achieve 2700, it will be so much help if I ask Aronian, hey, how to get 2700, and he give me advices. Yeah, so chess mentor is will be very cool if you have someone. Chess mentor, chess coach is very cool. That's, by the way, is the idea of all the ChessMood. So it's mentorship. It's not just okay, this is the courses, goodbye. No, courses, streams, forums, we are answering the questions. So mentoring all the time, helping you to go to get there. Okay, funny question here. You think anyone can be good at chess? Anyone can be good at chess. Good depends on. not anyone can become 2800 level definitely, but anyone who has some desire to improve in chess, yeah, he can become international master or even grandmaster, yeah. Are there methods or process in finding opening novelties? Yeah, there's lots of work, just lots of work. You should really first of all understand what are there in the theory. Then you should be creative and find your ways. You should be open-minded and find new stuff there. I'm 72 old beginner. What openings should I concentrate on for stability, not traps? Okay, for if 72, yeah, for if you for white, I you can go for London system like d4, knight f3, bishop f4. Everything will become easy. With black against e4, you can go some, I don't know, maybe Philidor like solid system, and against d4 maybe some Dutch, maybe some Stonewall system. For these guys, Ginger GM Simon Williams is very good. His repertoire I don't think is best for becoming grandmaster, but his repertoire is good for amateurs who are not ambitious, who wants to very easily learn something. They don't want some long theory and they don't ambitious in chess. He's offering a very good repertoire. So this is for people who are not have not time in chess and not ambitious in chess. Uh, I try I try kings Indian against d4. I understand I need to do Italian game against e4, but what opening should I concentrate for white? Yeah, for white, yeah, probably for you can go to London. Well, I go now to YouTube questions. I will bring this one here. Uh, So here lots of chat is going, so I need to find the questions. How many hours tactics should be studied? Yeah, this question we spoke already about. That should be proportional and depends on your skills. If you have no problem with tactic, you can just do it 10 minutes a day. If you are really blundering a lot, you can do more. Question from Hasmik: What should be chess player? What should be chess player before the game? I didn't understand the question. What should be? Maybe what should do chess player? Yeah, probably what should do. You mean concentration? Yeah, as much concentration as possible. Um, Tips for middle game from Wahyu. Tips for middle game. Uh, it's just it's like you say someone give me tips how to become millionaire. There is no such tips. Tip for middle game: just learn middle game. Yeah, probably this tip I will give you. Tip for middle game: learn middle game. Vahid, you were watching the stream. I'm not sure you are a pro member or not, but if you are a pro member, go to classical commented game course. Question from Laulu Loco: What would you describe the English? How would you describe the English opening? Well, English opening, they say that okay, English opening. This is very positional opening. Uh, well, there is possible to play that lines positional way, but even English opening, you can go to lines which are super crazy, and you can go positional lines too. So it depends opening, but English opening, but which line you go. So overall, yeah, this is more positional opening. Whether age is a barrier to become a GM. Yeah, we spoke already about this topic. Jay Garrison is a nice example. He believes that it's not a barrier. I also believe in this. I believe that the barrier is not burning desire. If you don't have burning desire to become grandmaster, yes, yeah, this is gonna be a barrier. 10,000 hour rule. Yeah. Someone help me. Kramnik student, help me. I spoke about that. 10,000 hour rule. Yeah, whatever you do 10,000 hour, you become expert. Hi, coach, old biker dude here. Hello, biker dude. Question from Ian Lamp. What's your favorite endgame book, and what is your favorite chess YouTube channel, not including ChessMood? Well, what's your favorite endgame book? Again, this one you can find in we recommend page. My wife already have sent it to this channel. That link, endgame book. well, if it's about theoretical and game books, Dvorsky's book is very good. Also, our Bach book is very good. If practical and game book, it's Capablanca and Anderson books. What is your favorite chess YouTube channel, not including ChessMood? Well, it depends. What is your goal? If you, for example, if you want to entertain or you want to see some beautiful chess games, you want to have some fun, you want to sit back, relax, and some enjoy. Someone is just showing very nice game. Yeah, sorry, just go chess with Suren. He's my friend. He's very passionate about chess and he's creating amazing material. Chess with Suren is, for example, that great. So depends on what kind of YouTube channels you are looking for. Uh, uh, okay, question from Biker Dude. It was once said, want to win at chess, know first the end game. Is this something you agree with in principle? Okay, this is nice word, but actually no. Because if you take like 100,000 or million games played below 2000 level, you will see how low percentage is getting to end game. It's important to know end game. It's important to know basics of theoretical end games, but don't go very deep. Also, like imagine someone is just 1400 level or 1000 level. Yeah, he know very good end game and you play with him e4 d4 knight c3 and then he will not get to middle to end game because he will get crushed somewhere there. Also, if you don't know opening, you play e4, few moves finished. Today I was giving simul exhibition in one of the chess schools of Armenia. Around 28 people were playing. Many games were finished exactly in the opening, like from 28 I think around 20 games finished exactly from the opening. So if they are good in the end games, they couldn't do it there. Okay. A question. Okay, I think I'm here. Question from Falco. What would you say is the most positional line in Sicilian Sveshnikov? Well, I think in Sicilian any kind of lines are not positional. It's very tough to find positional line in Sicilian. Not sure Sveshnikov because even in Sveshnikov, yes, Sveshnikov, but Sveshnikov has different lines too, like different variations. Depends of which variations you go. Question from Hasmik. What should be chess player before the game? I think I answered this. Yeah. Okay, learning difficulties. I mean, dear master, learning difficulties. Okay, I remember this question. The question was how to teach some child with learning difficulties. With learning difficulties or someone who is kid, yeah, the best way to learn is this with entertaining, with making this a game, with making this as a fun for him. If this is fun for kid or someone who has problems with learning, yeah, it will be easier for him to learn, yeah. To make this process some fun for him. What task can I assign to a 10-year-old student with learning difficulties? Thanks. Um, for most of the kids who have learning difficulties, for them it's very good to solve something. If they take some chess book, it's tough for them to learn. But if they are solving something, solving some puzzle, solving middle game positions, yeah, for them this is entertaining and it's fun for them. So this is useful. If they play, also useful. If you are good in chess, but at your 10, you are better than this 10 years old student, Abelardo, I would advise make him to play some games and study the games together. Show him his mistakes. Explain his mistakes. He will improve it. Which books to learn positional chess for club chess players? Moharnes, I answered this question. So go to the we recommend page. Everything there is a list. Jacob Agard has amazing positional book. Also the pawn book from Shankland I can recommend. Okay, Jacob Agard is fantastic author. I love his books. Sam Shankland pawn book I have not seen it yet. About positional chess, yeah, here I remind Dvorsky's books. Dvorsky positional chess, Dvorsky strategical chess. He have two books, I think, very good books. Just go there. Uh, what is more important to learn, first opening or endgame? Well, uh, strategy. I would say strategy of chess. Also opening, if you remember just the line, I go this, you go this, I go this, you go this is not the best way. Much better it would be to learn the foundation of the chess, like the fundamentals of the chess, to how to what's the philosophy of the opening. If you understand the chess, if you understand bring the pieces first, fight for the center, yes, everything will become easier. Yeah. So end game at the end. That's the problem. 99 in online chess are just tactical players. They know zero about positional aspect to game. Yeah, Falco, it's right. When a young student asks you if chess is racist, what do you recommend? If chess, if chess is racist, no, chess is not racist. uh, well, some people say why black and why white and black, why white is starting the game. I think who have created it, it was not about racism. He just makes some colors, yeah. So today why this webinar is free? Yeah, we called it White Friday, and the next week is gonna be Black Friday. Nothing here is about racism. The same, the color could be like blue and red, yeah. So same. What is your view on Modern Benoni? Well, Modern Benoni is my favorite opening. It's very complicated opening, but it's very, I think it's best opening for winning with the black pieces. Well, till 2200 level, I recommend people to learn Benko Gambit, but 2200, 2300 more till 2600 level, Grandmaster level. To all my students, I really teach and I recommend everyone to learn Benoni. It's tough to learn if it's not for beginners because there are lots of advanced strategies in Benoni. But if your rating is, if your level is 2200 plus, Benoni is fantastic one. Uh, Falco, I am 17 and 2050 FIDE rated. I was rated 2000 already 3 years ago. It is normal such a long period without progress, even if study a lot and when will. Well, no, absolutely no. 3 years to study and still have almost same rating. Something is going wrong, Falco. I don't know. Yeah, you had coach or you had not. You were working alone or what? What sources were you learning? Where you were learning? What websites were you were learning? Yeah, something was absolutely wrong here. Yeah, so 3 years cannot be same. Even if you say that you study serious, but from 2050 in 3 years your rating become 2250. You increase 200 points. Even that it would be not enough. Yeah, 3 years it's too much. Something is going wrong there. If there is more information here that you want to share, just put that question in the form. I will try to help you here. Thanks for answering the question. We are welcome, Adarsh. Well, Abelardo, I think I answered your question. If you have more, just put here. Here, tac. Chess tactics trainer. What kind of endgames are useful for anyone to masters? Because, for example, dev endgame manuals is it's probably the Varetsky endgame manual is full of positions, so it's hard to understand what positions are important or not. Well, this is interesting question. So right this right now we are making in ChessMood. We are creating courses and game courses for 3 levels: beginner, advanced, and expert. So if you are a beginner, you can just go there and find big for beginner section. Just you will know everything you should know for beginner level. Then advanced, then that. The problem of endgame books, you are absolutely right. All levels are together. Beginner and advanced levels are together. This is making a bit mess. So this is I'm trying to solve, and we are creating a course about endgame. How to play with lower rated opponent? What should be opening choice? When you are playing lower rated opponent, just play normal game. Just don't think about anything. Yeah. If you want to finish the game faster, yeah, lower rated opponents, just play aggressive against them. And there is one tendency: lower rated players, when they are playing with higher rated players, they are trying to change pieces. And with each exchange they are making their position worse and worse. This is some tendency. It's like too much difference. For example, when I'm giving simul games, yeah, I am just going e4 and putting big pressure from the opening and playing very aggressive. People mostly they are not used to get such aggressive game on them, and they are failing to answer the right way. So just put lots of aggressiveness there. Uh, okay, Mr. Twister here again is Russian. Well, Mr. Twister, if you are wondering if I know Russian or not, yeah, I know Russian just because here the webinar was on English and most of our audience now are speaking English, not Russian. That's why I skipped this question. So later I promise you to answer it. Uh, can I play 3 minute games with you? I'm very interested in playing with GM. Well, Joyce, probably I will make some day when I will play randomly with our ChessMood members. If you are a member of Facebook ChessMood group, one of the days I will make such things. So a few hours I will play with our ChessMood people. I struggle with lower rated player. What should be opening choice? Just put pressure, like play aggressive against them. Uh, yeah, Matt is. I tried to not again speak about our courses, but yeah, Matt is right. Our courses are very aggressive. Family holds games against member then. Okay, yeah. Okay, Matt, thank you for this help. Many questions that I should answer, you already answered. Thank you very much. Yeah, Asmik, no problem. You answered the question wrong, but okay, I hope I answered it. I need to go get stuff done. Yes, thank you very much, Matt, for the help. Ciao. Chess Tactics Trainer. Do you prefer Silman's Endgame manual because in that book author converse concept with rating system? Well, I don't know that book, Silman Endgame. I don't know that book. If you can send it to me, I will take a look. I don't know it. Point question: is it more useful to analyze full game, isn't or only critical moments? Well, if you have a coach, mostly a coach will work with you with critical moments. Myself, yeah, with my students, I'm not doing all the games analyze. It's critical moments because critical moments and some typical in critical moments we are typical mistakes, and in critical moments the mistakes are repeating. So if you fix the critical moments, then overall everything will be fixed. MHS, thank you for a great webinar. Yeah, you are welcome, Emin. And we played an interesting game. It was short, but nice game. Emin, you are a nice person. So thank you for everything. I will check here another channel. Okay, here I think everything is answered. Okay, sure. Well, how it's called? Silman's Endgame manual. Yeah, I just copied here. Silman's copy manual. Okay, I copied it here. I will search it that book and we'll take a look. Take a look later, man. If you want answer to this question, just put this question in forum so I don't forget it, and definitely I will check it, take a look and answer to this question. Thank you, coach. You are welcome, David, my friend. Thank you, coach. You are welcome, guys. So I hope I didn't miss any question, guys. If you had any questions that somehow with some magic I missed or you just remembered, well, you can put it here. It's tough to speak around 2 hours. I'm speaking. It's tough, but still I will go. Still I will go till we will not finish with questions. This is what I promised. This is what I promised to answer all the questions, and I will not stop it before answering all of them. Tak. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for understanding. But feel free if you have still some question, put them. I will send you to Sir Super Chess Tactic. Just go ChessMood. Okay, I will write here. Uh, Forum, guys. This is in this channel. It's working. There are no any questions that are not answered. Yeah. So go there and put any kind of your questions that later you will remember or use things that I miss somehow. Yeah, just go chessmood.com forum and put their question. Is online blitz 3 minutes bad? What I recommend to play 3+2 as minimum because then you will understand that you are playing chess and you should win the game. Not like flag opponent or something. Yeah. Also, you know that if you are a queen up, you will win the game. I recommend that 3+2. Unfortunately, if you go online and you challenge 3+2, mostly opponents are not playing with it controls. They are playing 3+0 because more fun because in chess.com or in lichess like biggest platforms mostly players are playing there for fun and they want fun not about improve even in the old chess world yeah more there are more chess amateur who just want to have fun less people like us who want to improve chess. That's the problem. But if you have a friend with whom you can make sparring games, 3+2 is better. What I am doing with my strong students when we are making some sparring matches or when I was playing professional chess with my friends, we are doing 5+3. This is between blitz and between rapid game, but it's very good because you should make fast decisions and also it's helping a lot for you before the tournament too because your mind becoming sharp you are okay with making very fast decisions. This is also quite cool. Uh, how much helps blitz games? Uh, well, if you are not playing blitz games like 10 hours a day or all your day or them day you spend on blitz, it's okay. Blitz games help a lot when you just learn some new opening, or especially you learn some new opening repertoire. Because when you learn some new openings, you will forget many things, and you are still not in you are not understanding the spirit of that opening. But when you are gaining practice, you understand everything much deeper. Well, so playing blitz is you are gaining lots of experience and also you are remembering the lines. We are speaking a lot about this with our ChessMood ProMembers guys. Here fast I will very shortly I will speak about it. One of the ways I recommend to learn new openings. You learn new opening, okay, cool. But then what? If you don't put in practice, you will forget. Just go play lots of games. Play blitz games. If you have a friend, you just learn Scotch game. Just put your friend say, I will play Scotch game. You play with black, or just go online and play. Put in practice. Then don't concentrate on result, because when you just learn something, the result may be not very good, because it's just new for you. So no worries. You just continue it. Yeah, and online playing chess is a good place to gain that experience. But after each session you download your games and check it, prepare with your knowledge, is everything you did right or wrong. And if your opponent did some moves that is new move for you, well, just go and learn it, go and see what's happening, what are doing our pro members. They are facing some new move. They are sending it to me and saying what to do here or what did I wrong there. Yeah, if you don't have coach, you should do it yourself. This will help you a lot with memorizing the lines and also feeling the spirit of the openings you just learned. Uh, you the book. Okay, cool. Chess tactics trainer. Cool. I will check it out. Uh, Okay, super. I'll check it out and answer it. Do we have any more questions? If no, I will finish today's webinar. My girl is making selfie. Hello, girl. Okay, guys. Seems with this we will finish today's webinar. If you still again have any question, you still something is coming to your mind in future, yeah, go to our forum and put your questions. I will answer all of them. Whew. Well, it was not easy to speak 2 hours. Probably I never spoke 2 hours non-stop. Well, guys, thank you thank you to everyone who was here. Thank you for your questions. Some of the questions were amazing. Some of your questions were things that opened my mind more, especially that tricky question about what to do when too much information is coming to our minds. That was fantastic question. Uh, you are welcome, Mr. Twister. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Redan. Yeah, thank you for your kind word, guys. Uh, just you go to our ChessMood group. There are lots of things we are sharing there, and also check out our forum. And now Grandmaster Gabuzian came back from the USA, so he will also help me with creating lots of useful information in forum. Yeah. So our mission, our goal, yeah, instead of just creating some uh, bullshit and selling with nice marketing word as many chess platforms are doing, it's to provide real value. So there are lots of free stuff in forum and in group you can find, and also if you can afford, yeah, right now that becoming a pro member is just $29 a month. For that, there are already 60 plus hour course, and that courses are based sorry then there are streams and webinars based on the courses, which will help you to see the practice. Also you can give the question. So if you are serious, this is a fantastic way. If you cannot afford it, fine, just go to our group and keep the forum. Still you will find lots of useful information. And the last like reminder, learn, guys, from trustworthy sources. This will be your biggest problem if you don't learn from trustworthy sources. One of the guys had problem. He was learning 3 years and he still have 2000 level. Yeah, this is something wrong. It cannot be happen. This learn from trustworthy sources. Yeah, guys. My wife helped me already. She sent the link. Okay, guys. Well, with this we are finishing the webinar, and as I promised, yeah, at the end, we had some surprise. So what's the surprise? With this, I'm still not finishing today's work. So what we will do, very soon, after some minutes, or probably after 15 minutes, or after 1 hour, yeah, White Monday will be continued. So what will happen for 24 hours? We will unlock all our courses. So White Monday continues 24 hours. All our courses will be opened. If you are having problems with positional chess, yeah, we had something problems there, go there. 24 hours you have. Go there and learn as much as you can. With problem at some opening, go there and learn. So 24 hours we open access to 60 plus hour courses. Just go there and learn as much as you can. This is what very often we will try to do for our ChessMood community to help you to level up. So this is the surprise. 24 hours. Very soon I will make announcement. If you go to ChessMood, on the top you will see the courses are opened, and when you see the courses are opened, the courses will be opened. So very soon we will make this for you in probably let's do it in 15 minutes. Yeah. After 15 minutes, all the courses will be opened for 24 hours. That's it. So one more time, thank you everyone. Grandmaster Avetik was with you around 2 hours. If you like this, guys, if you like this stuff, if you liked the model we made this webinar when I was answering your questions, just put some pluses or write some review. I will make some place in the forum. Just write some review, and if you like it, I will make it more. Okay, thank you too. With this, I finish today webinar.